Hey everyone, Steven here with Level 1 Sword, and I am joined by my friend Henry.
Hey everybody.
And today has finally arrived. It's not quite the Pro Switch that we were all hoping for, but it is still an improvement. And that would have to be the Switch OLED. It's out today, and we will be doing an unboxing here for you. And we brought, of course, the older brother, the original Switch, and the Switch Lite here for comparison. Are you excited?
Very excited.
How many Switches have you had? Is this your first Switch, second Switch?
First ever.
First Switch. And if you notice, Henry has the neon colors on his, and I got the white one. Has the white dock too. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dig right in. So, smaller box than the original Switch. Voila! I can already tell it's got a much bigger screen on it. There it is, in its own little baggie. And people have been saying that it is a few millimeters wider than the original Switch. Is it a bit wider?
See the difference.
Very, very slightly. And it is very glossy. Oh my goodness. I had heard that it was glossy. All right. So here is we've got the kickstand around the back. We have the much smaller Nintendo Switch logo. A lot of people are comparing this to the Surface, Microsoft Surface products. So what you do is when you are doing tabletop mode, you can set that down there. We compare it to the original, or the standard Switch if you want to call it that. It does have its own kickstand to stand it up right here. And it's never been the best. It's if I apply any more pressure to it, it will fall right over. But this new one will let you do it. It will let you pretty much have it set at any angle. If you set it down pretty low, pretty flat, it's fine. Mine's already getting fingerprints on it. It does feel really sturdy. I hope it doesn't loosen over time. That's my one thing that I do kind of get nervous about with these types of things. We have a new design for the grill, or the vent, grill vent. If you can see that. Hopefully, I don't know if you were aware, but the little plastic pieces in the grill for this one, if it gets too hot, it will actually start to crack and to start to get some damage going. Luckily, mine never did that, but I have seen videos of people having that issue. We have smaller volume and power buttons on here as well. They're a lot smaller when compared to the standard Switch. All right, I think it's time to get into the Joy-Cons.
That's right.
Get them attached. And there they are. Joy-Cons for the red and blue look pretty much exactly the same, although I don't think Nintendo updated the Joy-Con at all. These are the same Joy-Con, even though these are the first white ones that we've had. They're not going to be any different from the Joy-Con that you currently have for your Switch. Like these gray ones, they're exactly the same. So probably stick drift is still probably going to be an issue that we may or may not have to deal with. Let's get further into the box now. Got our Nintendo branded HDMI. We've got our power bricks. Very important that you guys, if you do have the Switch and you need an additional power brick for travel reasons, that you get a travel brick that is specifically designed for the Switch. Either get the official Nintendo one or get one that is specifically designed for the Switch, because it has very particular voltage needs. We got our controller grip, probably going to be exactly the same. And here is another difference between the two different Switch OLEDs that you can get, is the dock. For the neon case, Nintendo included a black one that looks a lot like the dock from, I mean, it's the same exact black as the dock for the standard Switch, but it still is very much so a new dock, whereas the white one comes with the white Joy-Cons. And we flip it around to the back. This whole panel doesn't even swivel down, it just pops off now. And as you can see, we've got a little LAN adapter. It does feel heftier, like even the dock feels a bit heavier, and it has like a really nice feel to it. It's got like pretty much like a matte finish, but it's a finer matte finish than the original Switch dock. So we're gonna go ahead and dock them, even though they're not plugged up right now. Alrighty. And there you have it. Both Switch OLEDs, one white, one neon, and everything that goes with it. Now, later I'm going to have a video that tells you how to go from one Switch to the next, transferring all of your data, all your save data, all of that. But before then, we should at the very least boot it up and do a quick screen comparison, because that is the whole point of the Switch OLED, is having a brand new shiny OLED screen. So I hope mine's charged up. They usually come with a little bit of juice to them. So I powered mine on. Ooh. It's a very deep red there. Let's not go through the entire setup process, because I know we definitely have transfers that we want to do before we get everything set up on this. Alrighty, now this is probably going to be a little bit difficult to see from the camera at this angle, but we've got our setup screen. We've got it set to the language screen on the Switch OLEDs, and then we've got it set the same way on the standard Switch and the Switch Lite. So looking at the Switch and the Switch OLED, you can definitely tell that there is a brightness difference going on with the screens. I could definitely read it better from here. You can see the size difference, that's obvious. It is a 7-inch OLED screen, whereas the original Switch had a 6.2-inch screen. And I want to say the Switch Lite has a 5.1-inch screen. So Switch Lite currently retails for $199. The standard Switch, as of now, still retails for $299, and you can get the Switch OLED for $349. Something else that we can't really show, though, is the fact that there is 64 gigs of storage on the Switch OLED as opposed to 32. You still have your micro SD card slot, so don't throw that away. Keep on to that. And the dock, as we stated before, it's got the built-in LAN adapter, or it's got the built-in LAN port on the dock, so you don't have to go out and get a separate LAN adapter. You've already got it built in. You do, however, lose the additional USB port that was in the back. The LAN port has taken that place. You still have your standard USB ports on the front though, so you can still do things like use the GameCube controller adapter. That's going to work just fine. And not many people, I haven't heard a whole lot about this, but it is true that you can use any dock on any Switch except the Switch Lite, which remains dockless. It's not his fault, he tries so hard. So, all right, let me know in the comments what else you guys would like to see with the Switch OLED. Like I said, we are going to have at one point a video which goes through the whole process of getting your data from one Switch to another, save data, all of your installed games that you have. You're going to want that on your new Switch. No one wants to lose progress, so we'll definitely run through that for you. And also, anything else you guys want to know about the Switch OLED, let me know in the comments. Give this a thumbs up, a like if you like it, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Anyway, this is Steven with Level 1 Sword, joined again by Henry. Thanks for joining me, Henry, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to keep on top of the videos, definitely take a sec to subscribe. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon if you want to follow me across the internet. Level 1 Sword also has a bi-weekly podcast, so give it a listen.